Morning everybody, Mike Niemiec here with some early morning grain and oilseed comments for Wednesday, March 12th. Well, there's a little bit of a meltdown going on here, particularly in the soybean complex. It's continuing from the USDA report that we had on Monday. In the overnight trade, we have the bean market nearby is anywhere down in the neighborhood of around 45 cents to the November down at 10 cents. Same thing in the meal, the nearby meal down around $10 with the December meal down $2, the soybean oil market down 100 points. Corn and wheat being held down as a result of the oilseed complex. The wheat pretty much near unchanged and the corn market down around 4 cents. So once again, we're getting this heavy selling coming into the soybean complex. I guess you can put it both technically and fundamentally. But technically, I'd have to say that we've just been generally having a trade that's been net long for many months, the beans and the meal market. And I think they're unwinding their positions in here. And on the fundamental front, which kind of putting somewhat of a stir in here, is that domestically, we've been seeing some good bean movement. We've been seeing the meal basis levels here in the U.S. come under pressure. And as a result, the net long positions are saying, as a result of the cash markets, why are we out here still being long? This also ties into what's going on in China. Their crushing margins have been on the defensive. There are stories that they have overbought their beans supplies from both the U.S. and from South America. They are trying to wash them out. Their animal numbers have been coming on down. They've been having some diseases. They're out there trying to get rid of their meal. They're also out there trying to export some of their meal. So their whole soybean complex situation has been on the defensive. As a result of that, that has now started to crack the South American basis levels for beans to a level that if the U.S., that if we are tight with our bean supply, we are now becoming into parity with South America to potentially import beans here. So you can see where with the trade being long and the synopsis of the Chinese, South American, us having defensive cash markets and or news as far as availability and or supply, be it in China, South America, and or here, we're seeing this big unwinding of these net long positions and in spreads in the beans, meal in particular, and also weighing into the soybean oil, which is interesting in the fact that the corn and the wheat markets are kind of holding on up because the wheat market has been the big short on the floor. And all along in here over the past month and a half, we've been seeing the shorts come out of their positions. Maybe there's been nickel and dime supportive wheat stories out there, but in general, we're getting this unwinding of the net short positions in the wheat versus the net long bean and meal positions. And in the meantime, the corn market, which was a net short, now getting net long the marketplace. You can almost go and say that what we're seeing in here is a big unwinding of grains versus oil seeds, beans and meal in particular on the oilseed front, particularly as we work our way into an important time period. And this could almost be like a culmination of a time period of where we're ending as we work our way towards the end of the month of March, the end of a quarter, and also important supply, not supply and demand tables, but quarterly stocks and prospective planning numbers coming on out. So theoretically, trying to get the whole playing field back to somewhat of an equilibrium as we work our way into our planning growing season in these important reports. So once again, unwinding some news. Brazil came out this morning, CONAB, their government agency, they put their bean crop at 85 million tons. They were at 90 million tons. They left their corn crop unchanged at 75 million tons. Once again, these are my opinions, not that of ADM or ADMIS. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Thank you.